So welcome back to some more Pokemon SoulSilver, where last time we took on Sprout Tower, which was stupidly easy. They only had Bellsprouts and the occasional Hoot, and hatched our third team member in the form of a Wooper named Warp. Welcome to the team, buddy. And this time, I did do a little bit of off-screen grinding. Jag and Warp are at 14, while Felix is still at level 15. Specifically because Jag does evolve in another level, which is kind of really early, weirdly enough. But Warp doesn't evolve until like level 20 something, so yeah, I'm not worried about him. But I am going to be primarily using Jag throughout this, gym that we're taking on today. So that's why I didn't want to level him up too much. And I don't think they learned any new moves. If Jag did, he now has Thunder Wave. And I think Warp got Mud Shots off screen. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, for today, we're taking on the gym. And if you want to know where I grinded at the Sprout Tower at night because the Ghastlies there give a ton of XP at this point in the game. So I highly recommend doing that. Yo, champ in the making. I'm no trainer, but I can give some advice. Believe me. If you believe, then the championship dream can come true. You believe? Then listen. The grass type is weak against the flying type. Keep this in mind. They don't even mention what flying is weak to. You got two trainers up here and, well, the gym leader. I can't believe how ridiculously high this is. But from here, you can tell what it feels like to be a bird Pokemon. Let me see if you're good enough to face Falkner. Kind of an interesting dialogue choice there because flying type Pokemon were originally going to be called bird type, hence why almost all flying type Pokemon are... I did not turn on animations. Oops. Okay. I guess we can demonstrate what no animations looks like. Battle animations you can turn off to make the game a little quicker when grinding. That's what I did. I just completely forgot to turn it back on for the LP. My bad. Let me do that now. Yeah, battle scene. At least I did say I was going to talk about what that did from the very beginning. My bad. Oh, you think are you some kind of big shot? We'll see what happens if you get pushed around up here. Think you'll stagger and fall? People here are training night and day to become bird Pokemon masters. Bring it on. This is an OSHA violation and a half, buddy. But yeah, like I was saying, all the normal flying type Pokemon were originally just going to be called bird Pokemon. They were just going to be bird type. So that's why most normal flying type Pokemon are normal flying type. And that's why, at least in this point in the game, there is no just pure flying Pokemon. That didn't happen until Tornadus in Gen 5. All these guys just have Pidgeys. Really nothing to worry about here. That's why I highly recommend grabbing a Mareep, because Mareep is stupidly overpowered for this. Alternatively, you can also use a Geodude if you get a Rock-type move on him, or simply just use the traded Onix. He can shred through this gym pretty easily. Now we have Falkner up ahead, in which I recommend swapping to your, main Pokemon for the first Pokemon he brings out. So, let's do it. I'm Falkner, the Violet City Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. I can't speak. It's too high up here. I'm losing brain cells. Anyways, first gym. Against Falkner. Leads with a Pidgey. Level 9 Keen Eye for its ability. It has the moves Tackle and Sand Attack. This thing is going to be annoying as hell. What it will try to do is just spam... it'll try to spam Sand Attack to lower your accuracy and just make you completely miss every time. I am going to burn you to a crisp because you're freaking annoying and I hate fighting you. You lived! You suck! And here's explaining what gym leaders can do. Or he just won't. Gym leaders have the tendency, and by tendency I mean more than occasionally, will heal their Pokemon after below, I believe, a third of their HP. So, there's that. Next up is Pidgeotto. Haven't seen this Pokemon before. I'm pretty sure this is an illegal Pidgeotto, but whatever. His ace, Pidgeotto. Level 13 with the ability Keen Eye and knows Tackle, Roost, and Gust. This thing is fast. This thing hurts, and it is quick. However, with the Mareep, this thing's really not a problem. And please, static? No. Since it likes to go for Tackle, since it recognizes that as its mocap. Wow. Okay, well, I said this fight was really easy, and here we are. That was sad. There we go. I understand. I'll bow out gracefully. And there's the evolution. I almost forgot about the evolution. And now we got the pink fluffy boy. Jag evolved into Flaffy. I love Flaffy. So adorable. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. But a defeat is a defeat. Alright, take this official Pokemon League badge. This one's the Zephyr badge. Such a cool name for a badge. 1 out of 8 done. With that badge, Pokemon including traded Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you without question. It also enables the use of the hidden move Rock Smash anytime outside of battle. TM51 as well. Each gym leader will give you a TM. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can be used only once. TM 51 contains Roost. It restores half the max HP. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. Make good use of them. As for your next move, I would suggest Azalea Town. Fair enough. And yes, you had these little clear little platforms there if you want to skip the trainers. So something I never really explained about TMs. TMs are single use, which is kind of annoying. And with Roost, a kind of exempt a thing about this. Yes, it restores the user's HP by half, but it also negates their flying type entirely. So once you use it, you lose your flying type, which is kind of advantageous for Pidgeys and, well, Spearows, because they just turn into a normal type, meaning that they're only weak to fighting at that point. It's kind of a really good move in that case. Really quickly, I am going to teach Rock Smash. I think I taught this? Yes, I did. Okay. Slugma can learn Rock Smash. Okay, that's weird. Back outside, and we're getting a phone call immediately. Hello? We've discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. My assistant is at the Pokemart in Violet City. Would you go meet him and pick up that egg? So now you decide for me to go and carry an egg? Ah, fine. I've already hatched 2 of them. So this guy... Oh, that's a different guy entirely. Okay, I'll talk about this guy in a second. This is the guy that wants to talk to you, I think. Long time no see. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor Elm. The thing is, we would like you to take care of an egg. Egg! A very important egg, actually. After you left, Professor Elm received a phone call. I have no idea what they were talking about. But after a while, Professor Elm suddenly cried out, I can't think of anyone more suited than Nyman. Then he insisted I hand this egg to you. That's how I came here to deliver the egg to you. It seems that a Pokemon will hatch from it only when you keep it in your party of Pokemon. That's another reason we've chosen you. Please take care of it. I will, Charlotte. This guy is something interesting. Good morning. I have a package from your mom. Holy crap. Okay, that's a good item to start with. And no more packages. Okay. To explain this guy's deal, he will pop up after... Well, he has a chance to pop up after you finish a fight with trainers. Simply put, if you leave money with your mom, she will actually accidentally spend it on stuff, and then she'll mail it to you via this guy. So, there are a list of items that you can get from this, one of which I am going to try to get, and then I'll cut her off. So I guess, if anything, I'm saving up a savings, and hello. Oh my, that egg must be... I see. So it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm, then from Professor Elm to you. Now I get it. That egg is truly an important egg. Please do take good care of it for me. Is that understood? I am counting on you. Yes, random woman, kimono woman, whatever. You're weird. So this egg is quite imperative for something. It's already close to hatching, holy crap. That's mostly because of Slugma's ability of Flame Body, because that, I believe, halves the amount of steps it takes to hatch an egg, so I'll keep Slugma on us for right now. And we can actually go and demonstrate Rock Smash. We saw this a while back, but I never made a point to talk about it. Break Rock! Oh! Green Shard. Okay, I was going to explain that too. Shards can be found by breaking rocks, in which you can trade it with the Shard to Berry guy. And this is a Hyper Potion. It's a very overpowered potion, and we won't be getting those readily available for a while. Those restore 200 HP to one Pokemon, so... Another usage of Rock Smash is... Oh, Apricorn. Not the Apricorn, but that's something entirely different. So there we go. Heading south here. I want to go to the ruins of Alph real quick. And I realized that, yeah, I probably could have come here now and it would have made more sense, but there's something we can actually go and do here. Well, not much, but there's an item we can grab. So over on the left. So I want to show this off. So Rock Smash does several things. It's not just a obstacle clearer. You can also run into Pokemon. Now, for the sake of time and stuff, I am not going to put encounters of all the Rock Smashable Pokemon because, holy hell, that would take forever. I also realized I need to swap Warp to the lead so that he can get an XP because, I'm sorry, but I have this really bad tendency to try to make all my Pokemon around the same level, so... Another use of Rock Smash, and I'm hoping I can demonstrate this, is... No, okay. So, one of three things can happen from breaking rocks. You can either run into a Pokemon, you can get nothing like I've been getting, or I'm hoping I can get something here, so I'd like to demonstrate it. Or not. Okay. Well, like we saw with the Green Shard, you can get items from these things. And holy crap, you're level 13? You're going to be good for XP. You're quite a way to water as well, so sorry buddy, you are getting doused. But yeah. You can get some items, and pretty damn good items in that process. You can get most of the shards, in which case, shards are only good for trading berries in this game, because there's no move learner like there is in Platinum. There's also... I couldn't show it. Another Hyper Potion, holy crap. You're going to get other items such as Revives, which we won't be able to buy for a while. That just restores your fainted Pokemon up to 50% HP. You can get Max Revives, which is a full heal from death. And the more important things are Elixirs and Ethers, which restore PP consumption. You can't buy those entirely, so if you get them, save them. Wait, what's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of Grass-type moves. Chikorita players are going to be really happy with that one. Miracle Seed ups the power of Grass-type moves. Simple enough. Hello, Zubat. I forgot that you show up in the morning. This is weird that you do show up in the morning. And at least we have a trainer here. I do try to fight all the trainers. I haven't seen you around before, so you think you're pretty tough? And I guess I can explain this with the trainers. I am going to be fighting every single trainer we run across, but I'm not going to be probably showing every single trainer unless if they have something special. Why did I do Mudshot? Whatever. So, if I run into a trainer and I do skip the fight, just know that it wasn't anything important. It could be like a guy with a bunch of Magikarps or something like that, which actually isn't that far off from the future. There's actually a guy with a ton of Magikarps here, so I'll just, like I said, I'll skip those fights entirely. Zubat, no. Just die. But yeah, the nice thing is that we got a pretty well-rounded team for right now. I mean, we have a water type, an electric type, and a fire type, so things are looking pretty good for us right now. And the next gym is going to be a bug type gym, so I would highly recommend at least getting a flying or a fire type. Then again, bug types suck, so for the majority of them, most bug types are just horrible. Anyways, Heading down here, you got this girl. Okay. She's actually important, though, so I am going to show her fights. Because I think she has some Pokemon we've never seen before. Nidoran female. We won't be able to get this Pokemon until the near future, so... Actually, it's pretty far off till we get this Pokemon. It is a poison type right now, I think? Yeah, it's just pure poison. It does evolve into a poison ground type, but I'll talk more about that once we can actually catch that thing. But yeah, you do want to fight her if you want to go and see that Pokemon. Along with that, she will give you her number. So, yeah. She can occasionally call you to give you random stuff, so there is that. I'll telephone you. You can tell we're in the old... Well, I guess the early 2010s when they're still saying to telephone you. Repel, that just... Well, makes it to where you don't run into any Pokemon encounters as long as the Pokemon are under your level. In that case, it's 50 steps. Heading down here... I actually really like this route. It's just a Mareep I ran into. I'm just going to skip that. It's intriguing. Oh, this guy has the Nidoran male. So, there you go. If you want to see both of the Nidorans, then there you go. I am just going to... You're going to focus energy. Okay. If you don't know what that does, that just increases the crit rate of the user, which... I guess is a double-edged sword, because you waste a turn just to up your crit rate that you don't even know if you'll get. I digress. I digress. No phone call from you. No! I am hoping that I can get this item. Let me have this item. Great Ball. That is a Pokeball that has a better catch rate. Quite simple enough. Can I please... go more than 10 steps without running into a Pokemon. I just want this Come on! Can I please? There. TM09 Bullet Seed. It's a multi-hit physical grass type move, which... I mean, I don't like it too much. It's okay, but then again, what physical grass type users are there besides, like, Torterra? So... I guess there is that Gordon, who has a Whoopie Boy. Hey, good choice, bro. You get the Battle of Axolotls. Mud Shot, because that's probably going to be the most effective against you. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure water resists itself, and it lowers your speed. Tail Whip, you're a special attacker. You don't even have a physical move. At least not yet. Mud Shot. That's the weird thing with Wooper, is that Wooper really goes from a special attacker into a physical attacker. It's really strange, but it's cool. And, speak of the devil, there's its first physical move. I am getting rid of Mudsport for that. Mudsport is completely pointless because it lowers I believe the damage of electric type moves, but ground types are immune to electric entirely, so why would you ever have that? Heading up here, I'm actually going to swap to Flaffy because this is going to go a lot faster if I go with Flaffy. Welcome to this port of a bunch of fishermen. Fishermen are kind of annoying. Reason why is most of them just use Goldeen's. Okay, that's a bad example. Goldeen's actually not a bad Pokemon. It's another weirdly physical water type Pokemon, but it can get some pretty good moves. It's just not very well used. I do not see a lot of teams using the Goldeen line. Pretty good XP, holy crap. Why did that give so much? Screw you, Ralph. Oh, and he also wants your phone number, so yeah. I'm getting all the phone numbers. If playing on Crystal, though, you do kind of want to be wary about whose phone numbers you're taking. Freshly caught. Hey, a Poliwag. I was going to skip this fight, but you might want to fight this guy if you want to see a Poliwag. You won't be able to find one of these for a while, so there's that. And Poliwag is actually a good Pokemon, too. Again, it turns into a physical water-type guy, but he does have the choice of becoming either a Poliwrath or a Politoed, in which case getting a Politoed is really annoying because you have to trade for it, so... Oh, Hypnosis. That's the one thing I kind of forgot with Ghastly's bio, by the way. You do have to trade Haunter to get Gengar, which in and of itself is pretty obvious because it's such an old Pokemon, but it is still something to keep in mind of. unfortunately. Heading up here. Oh, that was all. Okay, I thought that was all the fishermen. You, I think, are the one with a ton of Magikarp. Yep, you are. This guy only has 4 Magikarps. Magikarp is one of the weakest Pokemon in history. And just to show you how annoying it is to do these fights, I am just going to speed through this guy. I'm not going to skip ahead. I am going to speed through it. That took like 3 to 4 minutes of just spamming A. Yeah, Magikarp guys are easily going to be the ones that are going to be skipped unless if I'm talking about something. Heading down here, we're actually pretty much done with the route. How would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? For you right now, it's just $1,000,000 Pokédollars. You can't even carry that many. The kids these days were loaded. We don't have wallets that big. I think. Nope, no secret item. I believe, yes, on Friday there will be a girl here that will give you an item, specifically the Poison Barb. I'll come back to get this later. A lot of these are going to be come back and get it later because how I have to record things, but yeah. So just keep in mind that there will be a person here on Fridays. I'll go back and get like the one from Tuesday in a future thing, probably when I can actually get back there easily. This guy you want to talk to though. This area is great for fishing. Looking at all these people fishing. Did you feel like you wanted to try fishing too? Would you like one of my rods? Considering with the recent leaks, I don't really trust this. I also feel really bad that I chose a Cyndaquil and then now you have all these Pokemon leaks that are making Typhlosion look real great, just saying. So, the old rod is a new way to catch some new Pokemon. So, really quickly, I mean, I'm not going to use it, but there it is right there. You just basically equip it and then press A, and then you press A again when you have an exclamation point, and you can catch some new Pokemon along with that. First of all, with Magikarp. It's the common fodder of, well, water types. This thing is horrible. It doesn't learn an attacking move until level, I believe, 15, and that's only Tackle. It is horrible. It only knows Splash, which doesn't attack anything. It doesn't do anything. So, the problem with this thing is that you're pretty much required to switch train this thing until it evolves at level 20. However, once it does evolve, it is a monster. It learns some really good moves like Ice Fang and Waterfall. It's a really good physical attacking water type. I mean, and plus Gyarados is classic for a reason. Water Flying type is a pretty good offensive typing as well. Just keep in mind of its quad weaknesses to electric, and it's just really good. I highly recommend it, but there will be a better chance to get a Gyarados in the future, so if you just want to skip doing that whole switch train thing, there's your option there. Next up is another, well, more rare spawn, Tentacool. It's a great water poison type that's high in special defense and good speed. For once, it's actually a water type Pokemon that is a special attacker. Finally. Its move pool is limited, but with TMs, it can be a pretty good water type if you don't want to use the common ones. Along with that, it does have pretty good abilities. One of them being Clear Body, which just completely negates stat reduction, so if you have a problem against your stats getting lowered, use this thing. Or, even better, well, maybe not even better, but another really good one is Liquid Ooze, which pretty much just nullifies drain moves like Drain Punch and Giga Drain, and just causes damage to the foe regardless. It's really nice, and it's actually a good water poison type, and poison's a really good defensive typing besides, well, Psychic being a thing, but it gives it its neutrality against grass type, so it's a pretty good water poison type if you want to use one. Now, if you fought Ralph and got his phone number, he can randomly call you to tell you about a swarm of Quillfish. Quillfish is another water poison type, and at this point in the game, it's extremely rare because the old rod sucks. It's not nearly as good as Tentacool. Mainly, for one, it doesn't have an evolution at all, and it's mostly gimmicky with moves like Minimize and Harden. It's not a horrible Pokemon by any means, but there's a lot of better options. I guess it's nice that it can get the ability of Poison Point, but you're better off with Tentacool if you're going down this route. Now that we're all done with that, I'm gonna go chat with these people real quick. Bonjour, how are you? Are you picking apricorns? Yeah. Way to go, little apricorn collector. I feel so great, I want to give you this. Lure balls. That is a Pokeball that's better for catching Pokemon you catch with a old rod. It's weird. Makes it easy to catch Pokemon that appear when you go fishing. Actually, this is made from apricorns. Consider those 2 small gifts from me. If you want more, go to Azalea Town. A man called Kurt can make special Pokeballs out of apricorns. Apricorns rule. I'll keep that in mind. What should I make my Pokemon hold? Maybe an item that increases its attack power? That's another good thing too, is if you actually got here on a Friday and talked to that girl, and you got that Tentacool, you would already have a item for it to increase its poison type move, so there's that. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end things off for this one, so next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, we'll be heading through the cave leading to Azalea Town. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.